What's up, you two? How y'all doing? How y'all bees out there? I'm Pathina the Blues Goddess, y'all the singing goddess. Welcome back to my channel where we enlighten and encourage those on a spiritual path, seeking the higher self. Hey, kudos to you, baby. So today, we're going to talk about a subject most people will find fascinating, like myself. Most people find it a little bit scary. Now I know why people find it scary. If I didn't say it before, y'all, I would disclose it again. I grew up in a very religious family. My father was a minister. So we did the whole 9 yards, y'all. I was trained to believe certain things that were not true. I now know that it wasn't that they did it on purpose. They just didn't know of another way to do it because they too had been trained to believe things that were not true. Sacred information hidden from the masses by the few elite in order to keep us in line. And I'm not just talking about black folk, because there's a lot of other races of people, white folk, Mexicans, Chinese, Japanese, a lot of people on the planet, y'all, have been kept from the true knowledge of who they are. So it's not a race thing for me. But I will say there's a lot of poor people on the planet in all colors, shapes. It doesn't really matter. Poor is poor. They have a hard time coming up just like us. But I'm not here to talk about that. I want to talk about the art of witchcraft. Something that we have been made to fear. We were only given one side of it. And because of that, we were made to fear it. But even the one side that we were given, the black magic, as they call it, it's not even nothing to fear. Even the Bible doesn't tell us to fear it. It just tells us to be aware of it. And I will say this. If you decide to get on a spiritual path to your higher self, to the higher essence of who you are, this is a matter that you will not be able to avoid because it's who you are. It's an art. It is a craft. There are very few will find and master it. So I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. I hold it very sacred because it is sacred. It's sacred ancient history. It's who we are. And until you embrace the all and all of yourself, you will never understand why it's so precious and sacred to know these things. Because to know who you are, you will have to visit alchemy. You will have to come into the knowledge of the universal laws that governs everything, that governs all energies, negative and positive. You will come into the knowledge of your dual energy, masculine and feminine energies, that's needed to create anything, that's needed to transform and transmute yourself. And if you take it seriously And now I feel like if you ever tap into it, you won't turn back, because that's been my experience. And even those that might disagree with me, it's cool. It's okay. I'm not here to win. And the pats on the back. I'm not here to get anybody to agree with me. It's your mind. You use it however you choose. That's what happens when you transform and ascend. You no longer care about what people think or what they say. It's irrelevant. You must know thyself. And once you know thyself, you don't even waste your energy on little mundane matters such as how somebody feel about you. I don't care. But I can tell you this. Witchcraft is one who comes into their own power, who have complete and total mastery of their mind. No one can bamboozle the goddess, y'all. No one can tell me anything without me checking it out. I have to research it. I listen to my higher self, my intuition. And if I can't get feedback from my higher self, my intuition, I know it's time to go in. I know it's time to study. I know it's time to dig. I know it's time to seek. I don't even worry about that kind of stuff anymore. And now I know why I've had to go through a lot of stuff in my life, y'all. Now I know why I had to spend 9 days in the belly of the beast. I'll let y'all figure that one out. Yeah, 9 days in the belly of the beast for some bull crap. Now I know why it was a necessity for me to lose everything, and I mean everything, down to the clothes of my back, y'all. Everybody ain't built for this life. Because if you think you're ready for this type of life, if you think you're ready for this life-altering transformation, ascension, then you're going to have to lose it all. If you believe that you have made yourself into who you are, then you're going to have to lose it all. You don't get there. You don't get the craft. You don't get the secrets. You don't get the codes. You don't get the revelations. You don't get the psychic abilities. You don't get none of that stuff, y'all, on your own. You must yield yourself over to the higher power of the universe, the creator. You cannot go in with, oh, I know everything, because my mom and daddy taught me. No, you got to drop that ego attitude at the door, at the gate, I should say. You got to drop it at the gate if you're going to walk through this gate. And I say to anyone who's curious about witchcraft, if you're curious about it, you're curious about it because the Most High is trying to awaken you. It's a gift. It's an inheritance. And it's yours. Knowing thyself, mastery of thyself, mastering the energies, manipulating the energies to work out for your highest good, to bring about abundance and prosperity of all things, not just gifts, not just money, but wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding of that knowledge that you come into. Being able to leave in and out the body at will. Y'all, that's a privilege. That's an amazing experience that you cannot put money value on. It's soul shaking. It's soul revival. It's a new birth into the new you. So if you think you are all right the way you are, hey, stay on course. But if you're still not living that life of abundance, if you're still not able to experience prosperity, if you're still not able to experience love at the highest level, if you're still not able to get in and out your body at will, you're missing out. Learn your craft. Find out who you are. And if somebody want to say you're a witch, okay, be good with it. It's time to get into the witch bag. I was manifesting. I was in my witch bag. Didn't even know I was in a witch bag. I was leaving in and out my body, having astro traveling, astral projection, lucid dreaming. I was doing all that stuff before I even knew that they even called that kind of stuff witchcraft. I was burning candles, writing in my journal, making petitions before I knew it was called witchcraft. I learned how to master my mind. I learned how to control my energy, thus making me acceptable to higher realms of energy, like deities, those who ascended before me. Now I have an open line to call upon ancestors and call upon those when I feel I need some assistance. Not to worship, but for assistance. I can do that now. So if you want to call it witchcraft, so mote it be. And it's nothing for me to feel any kind of way about it. And you shouldn't either. So if you're on your spiritual path and you get to this point, because this is not something that comes about overnight. Y'all, it takes years. It has taken me years to get here. And the only thing I know for sure, I got a hell of a long way to go, y'all. Because there are beings that is far higher than I am. That's constantly creating new things and new types of realities for me to explore and uncover. So you have to stay humble. You don't get new information. You don't get sacred text knowledge. You don't get that type of occult science if you're not humble, if you're not grateful. You have to be meek. But at the same time, you got to be a little hard. This is not for the weak. And I'm not trying to make anyone feel any kind of way if you haven't made it to that point to your life. The universe, the creator will let you know when you're ready. And by that, I mean, as long as I've been on this path, y'all, I just came into a new ancient knowledge that's still blowing my mind. I had no idea existed. And so all I know is, hey, it's going to be many, many more things that's going to blow my mind. And now I'm in it because I like my mind being blown. I love coming into ancient knowledge. I love coming into occult knowledge. And while we using that word occult, let me just clarify some things, because we were also made to feel afraid of that word occult. When you hear about people, oh, they're in a cult. A cult is only things that are kept in secret. That's it. Growing up, we had friends, cliques, whom we shared secrets with, and we didn't share those secrets outside that clique. Okay, you were participating in an occult. Period. You see what I'm saying? These little words we were made to feel afraid of. And I promise you, you will get to a point on your journey where you won't be afraid anymore. Because the Creator will show you reasons why, give you a million reasons why there is nothing to fear. The things that you fear, those things are inside you. You got to delete it. You got to delete those fear factors. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're afraid of yourself. And that's the bottom line, y'all. If you're feeling afraid of anything, you're feeling afraid of things that's within you. And only you can go in and wipe the slate clean so you won't have anything to fear. But once you can tap into an out of body, and once you begin to astral travel into different dimensions, interacting with different kinds of beings, hey, there's nothing to be afraid of. This is the life. So witchcraft, don't ever allow anybody to make you feel afraid of that word. Yes, there's white magic, there's black magic. I practice a lot more white magic. I really don't practice black magic, but you better believe I'm aware of it. That's not my thing. But at the same time, a true worker, a true witch is gonna know that too. Because we understand it's part of the war chest. It's part of warfare. You can't know one without knowing the other. Because it's on the same frequency, just opposite ends of it. You see what I'm saying? Same frequency, but different vibration. So I prefer white magic because it takes less of my energy to do it. Just to be real with y'all. It takes a lot of energy to do black magic. And I have no interest in doing any harm to none. I do my magic for myself and my family to elevate, to reach, always reaching new levels of consciousness and awareness. Shining a light with the collective to bring about change on the planet. That's my thing. So I hope that clarified some things, because I did receive a few emails asking me, what do I consider myself? I consider myself a multi-dimensional being that exists on multiple dimensions. That's why I manifest on multiple dimensions where I exist to bring about what I desire. So that's it. So if you're curious about it, get on your spiritual path, and don't get on the spiritual path to get to the magic. Get on the spiritual path for your own enlightenment, for your own self-awareness. Learn to control yourself first. Master yourself, master your energy, master your mind, master your consciousness. That's what you should be seeking. Seek higher consciousness. Always seeking higher consciousness before you start playing around. Because look, the truth of the matter is, we all manifest. We all, everybody, even those that are asleep, you still manifesting your life. Your life ain't, you may not be shit, but that's because you made it that way. And that's the one thing, y'all, that I've come to understand and accept. My life went the way it went because of me. I didn't know how to master myself. I didn't know how to master my energies. Once I learned to do that, everything changed. And I'm telling you, in your case, if you're not experiencing life the way you want to experience life, free and in abundance and prosperity, of all things. It's way deeper than getting material stuff. Material stuff is so easy to manifest, y'all. It's ridiculous. Real talk. But some of the hardest things, and I'm speaking for myself because I can only tell you my experience. I don't know anybody else's experience. But some of the hardest things for me to manifest is my awareness. Is going into a higher conscious level of awareness. That is time. That's meditation. Deep meditation. Not 5-minute meditation. That's hours on end of deep meditation, y'all. That's a lot of fasting, y'all. Some things you're not going to get until you turn the plate down, until you fast for days on end. I've done that. And I continue to do that. Matter of fact, just to put it out there, now, hey, I live a fasted, focused lifestyle. Because on this journey, it's necessary to live a fasted, focused lifestyle. Freeing the body, the temple. Keeping it free of toxins. So I can be clear at all times. So my vibration will be high all the time. So yes, you have to be aware of what you're putting in your temple if you want to keep your vibration high. You can't put junk in it. You have to be the earth. So I try to put earth things in my earth body. The greens and leaves, stuff like that, plants. So to each his own. Some people have no problem manifesting. I know people that eat flesh, but for me, it doesn't work as well for me. So I focus on myself and do what's right for me. So don't get me wrong. A lot of people are very successful manifestors and they can take it in. And I say that everybody's body is different. I can't take it in. I got to a point I can't take in flesh anymore. So I have to stick to a plant-based diet. But, that's another video, y'all. Anyway, y'all, I just want to talk a little bit about witchcraft. What it is, to dismiss a lot of the myths that comes with it. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's who you are. When you get to the core essence of who you are, there's power that comes with that. There's power with knowing thyself, and the craft is one of them. Okay? So until next time, y'all, it's me, Pathina the Blues Goddess, y'all, in my witchy bag. Yes. And I'll see y'all again for some more encouraging words, especially if you're on a spiritual path. It's all good, baby. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.